Silas, you wish to talk to Overmind. Big B?
Yep. Hello.
Yes,
As
hello.
I imagine you. Oh,
Okay.
hello.
Making sure you can hear me.
I can now.
Alright.
Good, turn you up a bit. Oh yeah, you're at like fucking 20% from me, no wonder I can barely hear you, Jesus. What the fuck,
Weird.
Discord?
I had fear someone was talking to me because I just heard like 7 hellos. I'm like, what the fuck, did I miss something?
Oh,
Hello?
oh, you're good.
No, just Big B for some reason being super on Discord being turned down for me. Anyway, so yes, I assume you find somewhere private and pull out your little token.
So that's what the kids are calling it these days.
Oh my.
Stop.
Why?
Is Princeton with him?
I'm
No.
gonna fucking cry. Hold on. You wish to speak with me?
As it seems, we are going to be going, well, to your domicile in order to defend against this incursion, for one.
I have to clean up. You left quite a mess last time.
Isn't that bad? You haven't cleaned up since?
Well, I don't get out much.
See, I see. But yes, I wish to speak with you, and of course request your aid and cooperation in this defense of that portal.
Yes, I know. You're coming to my house. I will be a good host. Host.
I was also curious. I felt a
Oh.
little something interesting whenever you were speaking of your own plans against the demons.
You get kind of like a mental sensation of him like tilting his head. Oh. You don't feel it?
So far, well, currently I'm only feeling the unease of the incursion and the mental pressure coming from there.
You are capable of opening your mind. Take a look.
Okay, sure. So I will attempt to do so.
Basically, he's asking you to cast Detect Thoughts.
Oop.
Can you roll me immediately? Can you roll me a will save?
Damn it. Oh, hey, actually, yeah, since I'm casting Detect Thoughts, you know what I'm gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, does that work? Can I link Mind Shield to Detect Thoughts?
Doesn't it have? I don't actually know.
That's what I'm wondering, because it technically doesn't target me. It's a
Shield.
It's a cone in front of me.
Yeah. I mean, it just says you can spend 1 point for your output to give one target of a linked spell.
Yeah, that's the thing. Am I considered the targeted link spell since it's me putting up the cone?
I think sorta, yeah. Cones
If
are
I-
weird.
If
Yeah.
not, you can always just hit yourself in the cone.
I suppose
I
that's
guess
also
that's true. Well, yeah, I'm just gonna mind shield myself then. A couple of frantic pull.
Looks at foot.
Yeah, give myself a nice +5 because hey, Silas is a bit cautious at this point for mental effects like this.
That's fair.
And bloop. 19. Not great.
A 19
Not
is still
terrible.
good. Jesus, Big B. Chill.
Shh.
Silas opens his mind. You took the boon from Gamut that boosts your
Oh yeah,
detect
that too.
thoughts, yes?
Yes, I also have +2 DC. Such to
You've
that.
been passively feeling the thoughts of people around you, maybe not in a necessarily conscious way, more unconscious more than anything. But now with properly using detect thoughts for the first time while this has happened, you feel it. A vibe of some
You
form.
feel the cosmos.
Not entirely wrong.
Right, yeah,
There's
I've also
this-
got a +2 against mind affecting effects.
Yes. There's a
Wow.
space beyond your detect thoughts where you can still feel something. A network of thoughts that's definitely not human.
Hi,
From the few
Cthulhu.
teehee. From the few things that you've interacted with that are psionic in nature, which is largely consists of the Overmind and fungi, this is something else completely. Can you give me a knowledge? I believe this would be Dungeoneering.
Have that.
Even if you don't have it trained, still roll it, please.
Okay.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
Silas,
What
never
the
mind.
fuck is
Never
up?
mind, Silas is good.
This is like the fourth 20 of a session.
Still can only be
Keep
10.
in mind,
But
I didn't roll mine. You did.
Okay,
That doesn't
that's
count.
true. Vaguely counts.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't count for me.
Okay, fair. I just rolled up in Big B in my chat to have a look at the thingy that he got. I fucking forgot some of the shit you sent him. Anyway, Silas, you've probably only ever really read about them, and for very good reason. But Silas knows the danger that the Aboleth possess, and you believe at the psychic wavelength that you're sort of tuning into here, there might be one coming.
And Aboleth has taken notice of this.
As I get to update this.
I heard stories. They are an odd bunch, but Silas know if they're evil or they're just always they're evil or not.
I mean, you could technically make an argument for them not being evil, but much like a lot of extraplanar, or not necessarily even extraplanar, but a lot of things they conquer, which typically leaves the people they take over worse for wear.
Huh?
But they're
Later.
naturally evil, are they?
I think they are.
Okay.
Hold on,
Yeah,
let me
they're
go
not,
back and
they're
look
not
it up.
important evil like an outside one.
I guess
I mean,
right, that's true, yeah. If they're not always evil.
But the
I
problem,
suppose.
but the problem is Aboleth's culture is one of militarist conquering.
Yeah.
Like, sure, maybe this is a happy Aboleth.
Like they
Yeah.
like
But
generally Aboleths want to just rule the world.
but a singular Aboleth,
is
Yeah,
hellaciously dangerous.
they're very dangerous, and
Obviously,
that's
a singular Aboleth can control a massive psychic army. So,
yeah.
Silas, do you feel this, or this sort of emanation coming from down south? The Baths. And you do know well that Aboleths are host to. Typically, it's magic, but host to a multitude of illusionary and enchantment magics, which do indeed make them dangerous like this.
This is not good.
When you brought attention to me in the morning, I expected you to ask my help for that.
Yes, I had been distracted by this, and I had not. Well then.
In fairness, a tad dangerous to open your mind this way, so understandable.
Indeed. I'm glad that I have been slightly affected by Aaron's paranoia as of recent. So an Aboleth, that could spell disaster for the entire countryside. If the stories are to be true. And who knows what it could be bringing with it.
Indeed. Though, I felt the other around you. You feel this almost like, again, the sensation of a psychic head tilt. The twin girl. The
When?
heavy man. Very aware.
It's good to know that I'm not the only one.
Yes.
And it's good that they are aware as well. Trust their judgment and this sort of thing.
That's stained black Fado.
Shadow.
Oh, it's nothing. But regardless, if you trust in them, you should be able to handle it.
Yes, though I will be curious on that. I speak with them after this is over. However, you said you were expecting me to ask you about handling it.
Oh, well, I thought you knew that was coming.
Yes, but why would I specifically be asking you?
Well, I am very powerful, if I feel faithful myself.
Yes, this is very true, but I did not expect your influence to reach that far. The baths are quite a way away.
You've my token, do you not?
Indeed.
I could act for that, though. In all honesty, maybe not the best idea.
Yes, I would agree. I believe you would be far better for helping us with this location.
Hmm.
Still, bringing this to my attention was very good. It means I can share this with others as well to help them defend. Ah, yes. Okay, good.
As
Yeah,
for
you
you're
know what?
the only psychic person who exists here.
Okay, I trust those groups. Yeah, they should be able to handle it fairly well then.
After all, what better to deal with a mental threat than a bunch of psychics?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Anyway, do tell me when you plan to come over.
We shall. It will be in a few days' time, at the very minimum.
I should go find a broom.
Enjoy your cleaning then. I shall be off and doing preparations of my own.
As the overmind disconnects as he goes and tries to figure out how the fuck to use a broom.
Time to mind control the body, and set to
What?
sweep.
Oh, okay. Not where I thought that was going.
Where would it be going then?
I don't know. When you just say time to mind control a body, I kind of go more than think about it.
Alice doesn't even have that power.
I don't know. Puppet?
yet.
No, wait, no, Puppet's 5e. A possession's probably something you could do with a hero point. I don't know, maybe if you're thinking of doing something dumb.
I mean, yes, I could do it, but I also don't have any hero point right now.
Fair enough.
Out of those. Still, yay, we have a brain on our side now.
Yay, brain.
Vaguely.
Or more specifically, we have the brain isn't going to attempt to impede us, which was more what I was sort of going for. But hey, it seems like he's actually more helpful than he is to not impede, which is good.
Get his stats later. But anyway, I believe, yes, you've uncovered one of the threats coming up for an invasion. An aboleth is coming through the plane of water, hence the portal from the baths. Though, as you probably, if you go and talk to them, you'll be made quite aware that the Society of the Blinded Eye are banding together to go deal with it.
Silas will also sort of sent his apologies for not being able to join them in this, as he has other more pressing matters as well.
Their head of diplomacy, aka Mullen, basically says, "Oh, don't worry about it."
Gotcha. Good luck and enjoy the tentacles. Ugh,
What the fuck, Silas? You freak.
not in that way.
Look, it's not the
Hey,
tentacles you have
some
to worry
people are
about,
into
it's the
that.
mucus.
Some people are into that too.
Hmm.
Oh
Also,
dear.
yeah, I have to say, fucking aboleth slime's awful. If you
Mhm.
get touched
Yeah,
by
it
it,
is.
your skin becomes soft and tender. You also take a bunch of damage if you're not in water.
It does give you the ability to breathe water, though, which is nice.
Nice, quote unquote.
Aboleth slime is a spell. TM. Anyway. What I'm gonna do now is I really wish I had these all on one big map. I'm probably gonna include all these maps into one big map, honestly, if I can figure out how to do it without crashing Roll20. But you may be vaguely familiar with this place, the Alchemist's Lab to the. Oh god, there's so many tokens here. Hold on,
Hi, Wolf. I saw you.
he's
Hi,
gone
Wolf.
now. Lost of the void. I'll clean all this up. But essentially, the portal is probably where you expect it to be, which is in the basement. Of course, the only way really out of this place is by the front door. And you also technically believe, as far as you have been told, that the monsters that do come at this portal are probably gonna try and, come for you. So you can make use of the basement, the north wing, the west wing, and the entrance to attempt to plot a defense.
Okay.
I forgot we drew a face and tie on the brain.
Yes,
He's part of the science team now.
he is.
He was the science team, in fact.
Quite literally.
Yeah.
All of them. I will also note, because what I'll probably do, this is probably a shaky end to session. I'll try and put all this into one big map, hopefully, and hope it doesn't break. But I will note there's a few things that on your arrival, you actually missed something the last time you came here. Mostly because Big B was AFK for the start of the session where you looked at loot. Let me go get that. But as I imagine you, go for everything once again, attempt to plan up defenses. Silas, you discover where the fuck did I leave it? Oh, here it is. One of the bodies actually that's been left behind in these panic rooms. There's something curious about it. In fact, there's something that potentially anyone who has the object reading, psychic occult skill unlock can
Ooh,
potentially
ooh,
learn.
ooh!
Yeah,
It's
so it
me!
even means
It's
Aaron.
me!
Is you. Weirdly. This is a technique. Which might be useful, might not be, who knows. But anyone capable of, reading objects can learn that.
Interesting.
Hmm.
Also, weirdly, I realize this functions when you're trying to, put yourself off when you're on fire. Don't ask how that works.
Hey, you can purify your body from the fire.
I mean, I'm just noting that people with key command make their body heal, so
Yeah.
Yeah. Fire is an impurity. Ha!
You just start sweating really badly.
What the fuck? Ew. I
Didn't
hate
put
it.
it out.
Yes, Flash Sweat. A surprisingly useful spell in the Soul series.
You just remember an exam you thought you had, and it's like, but anyway, maybe if I just make this real big, yeah. Well, I will say if over the weekend or over the week people think of anyone else they want to bring, anything else they want to prepare, just PM me or write in the Discord chat, and we can discuss that.
Technically, we need to backtrack a bit and talk about the alchemist, but
It's also true. If you're down for that sideline, or anyone else is also vaguely interested, I could run a mini session during the week, because I don't know whether or not that'll take the entirely long time. Or I guess we could do that now.
There's also
yeah, doing it now
tomorrow,
would be
otherwise.
best.
Was that Story Tinder?
I was just saying, otherwise there's always tomorrow.
That's true. We've got time for now.
Yeah.
I can
Yeah.
try and smash all these maps later.
First off, JW, my man.
Oh yeah, also him. I know I was forgetting someone. As essentially what happens is into the evening, everyone within the dorm just kind of hears this eagle cry, and then a very heavy thump on top of the roof.
Ooh, lunch is here.
No,
No?
don't think so.
Uh,
Besides, the impact probably means it weighs more than is lunch.
is big lunch.
Big lunch, maybe. But then again, Wolf isn't here anymore, so
I
I
can make a
am
big
willing
lunch.
to try.
it's fair.
God, a
Oh.
big lunch sounds good right now.
They should be knocking on the door about now.
Give me a second, because I just realized JW does not have a token.
Did he fall off?
I think he fell off. Goes over
Huh.
to the window to see if there's a body on the ground.
You, in fact, do not see a body on the ground. Give me a
No,
second.
not fallen off yet.
Well,
You
that's good.
You get to
I
the
guess.
square. Okay, there we go. As rotate, don't fuck me. Come on, load faster.
Does it take anything to learn that?
No, you just have
No?
to spend some time with the corpse. Which sounds bad.
Mm-hmm.
Look. This campaign is sponsored by saying things that sound weird out of context.
It really is.
Okay, there we go. Finally. Jesus Christ, you took forever to load in. As eventually, from the front door, you hear another thump that's lighter, but also less flumpy, and a knock on the door.
Hello? I got it. Got a lot of guests today. Busy.
You've had 2 guests.
Aaron will come over and open the door.
You see, I don't know which way I like I'm looking most. You see, I figure you've only ever saw kind of hazily in the mixture of dust and particles that your project awareness spell generates. A man wearing, I couldn't find a white robe person, supposed to be wearing a white and blue robe, and looking actually quite haggard, looks down at you.
My God, my devices do not lend credence to your chin.
He just kind of blinks. Thank you, Aaron.
Oh, hi, JW. Hi. Yeah. Welcome. Welcome to the dorm. We got a lot going on, as you can probably sense.
Yes, I can see and feel
Yeah, it's awful.
many things.
It's a great place my mother chose for picking a place to sort of gather myself and put my mind on track of what I should be doing.
I'm sure Maria didn't foresee this.
No, and honestly, frankly, it actually has done exactly that. So, I mostly am criticizing for at this point spite, but
Well, you're your mother's daughter.
welcome in. Get friends you want to meet.
He kind of hobbles.
Trip that bad?
You ever try riding for VR for 3 days straight?
I have tried riding for 3 days straight.
Oh, I should move all these people. Alright. Into the darkness with you.
Hello, everybody. This is my godfather, quotation marks, I think. JW.
Hello. Pleasure to meet you.
Oh, you have another god? You have many gods.
I don't know. Godfather as in wrote in via will.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh.
Hippos. What he means is if Aaron's parents both die, he will take care of Aaron instead.
Yes,
Old
yes.
adventuring buddy.
Ipos understand now. He just didn't know that term.
Yeah, this is my ragtag group of friends who are more troubled than have any reason to be.
Ipos not
Don't
trouble.
worry.
I didn't
know
want
how-
to be trouble. Okay, a little trouble. Not the kind of trouble we're in.
I know how these things go, Aaron. And this seems about standard, I have to be honest.
Would you like some tea?
Please.
Hedges is gonna go to the kitchen, grab some tea.
Thanks, Ash.
There shouldn't, in fact, already be a pot made. Silas is sipping his tea.
That's what I'm getting.
Good, good.
Okay. I mean, I am going to thank you for arriving so quickly. Yeah, even if it wasn't the situation you're here for originally, getting help in everything else going on is also going to be very nice.
He just kind of nods. I'll do what I can, Aaron. Well. He just kind of gives a small smile. Strange. I never. I never envisioned a day where I would actually meet you.
Oh, well, why's that?
Your father had a preference for me to remain far. Well, largely that and my job keeps me busy.
I've noticed. Yeah, he's in case you guys are wondering, High Priest of Kalash, really rather important, I believe, right?
I suppose you could say that.
I've only been gathering loose information.
I
Okay.
see.
So, here's the shtick. Long story short, Ren and I, a kid with the stylish hair, gestures to Ren. We managed to make a device to be able to pull the soul of the alchemist out of our current host's body, whose name I've immediately blanked on. Leodric, thank you. Leodric, who's the current host of the body, who we've also recently discovered during your travels was a protege of the alchemist himself, but has recently suffered a bout of amnesia.
First of all, when you start speaking about, oh yeah, we're just gonna drag his soul out of his body, there's a very dark look over JW's face, but as he progressively lightens. A complicated scenario, and then.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't normally just drag someone's soul out of their body under normal circumstances, if I even could, but this is not that.
I'm more worried that you have that capability to begin with.
I motivated.
He frowns.
Look, I'm not happy that I can do it either. It's just, look, I'm working with what I got. If there was better options, well, frankly, we do have an option known as killing the man, but frankly, that seems worse.
I understand the use of a method. It's more your capabilities in doing so that is raising my brow.
Stressful times lead to interesting discoveries. Nevertheless, technically, Ren and I have that all 100% set up, and additionally, we put a little trap in there to temporarily hold the alchemist's soul in no vessel other than the one that the device has itself, meaning he should be effectively harmless. Though, from what Silas has told me, he could bitch slap us around a little bit, but not significantly.
To be more specific, he has grafted a phantom limb onto his soul, which he is able to use to, well, articulate, as it were.
More heresy. Okay, I understand.
Did you just say
So
more heresy? Seriously?
The soul is not something you're supposed to tamper with, Aaron.
I was kind of given this soul. It's kind of mine, isn't it?
If this was a game that had like a relationship tracker, you're just hitting over fucking -1s right now. First of all, you've just discussed using someone or tampering with someone else's soul, so I don't see what that has to do with your own.
Technically, I got permission from Leodric himself and the alchemist, so
Let's just gloss over this part so I can have less of a headache.
okay.
Okay, so you have a way of getting the alchemist out of his boy's body.
Yes.
First of all, make sure you have protections when you do so.
That's what the witch in the other room getting tea is for.
As Ash starts coming out.
They're quite skilled at it.
Okay, then. What else?
Oh yeah, I wasn't going to mention that I was a witch.
Well, did it for
But-
you. And he's not that kind of priest. He's fine.
I have no problem with the practitioners.
Yeah.
I very much doubt that.
He's literally fine. What was I saying? Anyways, yes, I got the way soul out, and I also got him in a way that I can actually put him in a little bottle temporarily, so you can have a conversation with him. That's what the additional day was for, and I also managed to get you that day that you asked for.
I'll be honest, I don't want to go anywhere near him nor have a conversation with him. He'd be better off gone. He makes air quotation marks.
Okay, then we have a very different conversation to be having. I thought that was the entire shtick of you coming here, was to...
What I prefer and what I'll actually end up doing are unfortunately two very different things.
Right.
Is the way that things are.
Okay. So everyone here is the reason why we actually managed to delay for you is because you're like the only person I knew of that could maybe get this conversation through to him. I don't... Frankly, I know a lot of things. I don't talk at all. Ideally, I would like not to. I have a particularly curated skill set on making myself look pathetic, not, confrontational.
It's true, she's good at it.
Yeah, I mean, it's demeaning, but it works.
Pat, pat.
Thank you.
Aaron. He just looks Kessa. I have to stand by what I already told you. At this point, I think it's just in your best bets. I don't know, to try and squeeze something out of him, and if you can't manage that, then send him on your way. This isn't your problem.
Except it is.
Okay, it's not your problem to solve, it is your problem.
Look, I already solved the problem. I just don't know which way to go with it.
I can't tell you what to do, I'm afraid.
Well, everyone's been telling me to kill a guy, so...
Yes, and, well, you saw what happened to me when I said that.
Yeah.
I'm afraid I've got a ball and chain around my neck, as ironic as it is.
Yeah, dude, God of Freedom. What the fuck's going on with that?
He just gives a shrug. You feel your fucking opinion meter of Colossus dropping even more rapidly.
I mean, seriously, as I know, I am noticing that and just going. It is like literally the most hypocritical thing I've ever seen. I'm sorry.
I'm afraid there's little I can do about it. But
Hell, even Colossus Chosen here actually mentioned, hey, yeah, just fuck the guy, just stab him in the chest. I mean,
yeah, I should probably try my best to avoid talking to him.
why?
Well, I mentioned that the Faith had a disagreement. He makes more air quotation marks.
Yes, the splintering of the
Some-
faith, yes.
There's a direction that Kolosh wishes to take his faith, and those dedicated to him are split on it.
Oh,
One
is this where that
side-
hypocrisy comes from?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
One side wished to stick with what he is now, God of peace through and through. Another side wished to return to what he was more similar to in the past, a God of forgiveness, but also forgiving in what you had to do. Many members of the faith on the remaining where we are, or what is currently side, have actually been seeking out Robert to deal with him, should I say.
To make it like revert to what it was originally?
No, to keep it how it is now, God of peace.
Oh.
And that's all he is. They like the way the things are now. What their faith allows them to get away with and what they can stand for.
Oh.
Robert, unfortunately, well, you've seen his attitude. That's not what the faith wants. Or should I say what some of the faith wants.
I'm gonna sense motive that right now.
Okay.
Does he want to go with like what Robert thinks?
Give me the sense of motive. You're getting that sense, yes, but he's not really a big fan of the people who want to remain stringent pacifists. I was about to say pathogists. Be a pacifist. Fuck! Pacifists!
Okay. Unfortunately, you're gonna kind of have to meet him.
It's not my place to say this, but Robert's place within the Faith of Colossus has also been a very awkward one.
Yeah, it's
It was
spontaneous
neither-
generation, from what I've heard.
Yeah, not a position he wished to inhabit, nor was given a choice, ironically.
Correct. Again, the level of hypocrisy is interesting.
Regardless, I don't think him seeing the head priest of his faith suddenly pop up where he lives is a great thing.
I kind of already told him you were coming.
And he didn't say anything.
He kind of went, "Ugh, I will." It's kind of inevitable, but he was kind of apathetic about it.
I suppose it's better than anything I'm getting.
I mean, it was funny because, oh wow, I can't see magic. I could feel that. That was interesting.
Feel?
Okay. Another thing you should know about this place: gods, real active. Like, holy shit, they're looking at this place.
Oh, no, that. Most gods pay attention to their chosen in some form. It's not surprising that you might have felt his presence there.
A few times, and also separate from, you know.
Well, I mean, for example, he kind of looks at Lana. No offense, miss, but your god is a bit more hands off when it comes to those who follow them.
Well, kind of got that impression from. Well, she's busy.
Yeah. Busy is a good way to put it.
Yeah. Okay, so what's your plan? You said what you want to do and what you are going to do down there is different.
Unfortunately, should I wish to keep my stance as it is, I need to go along with what Kalosh wants, which is ultimately peace. My intention of coming here now is, well, you mentioned your issue with everything else,
Okay.
and it is my job as Godfather to help protect you. I figured if I fail in my counsel in one way, I can at least help you in another.
That means a lot.
Though, I do have to warn you, don't expect me to be smiting anything.
I've gathered that too. So frankly, talking to you has hit me with a little bit of inspiration. There's one thing you actually have keyed me off to that would be a possibility. Potentially a lot of the mutants or aberration creation that are going to be coming out of these portals are potentially descendants of the old school that used to exist here. They've been trapped in a time vault and then, mutated to the Mother Sith's delight. One of the operations I'm going to be going under here is I need to quickly find out if these people are reversible in any way, and or if there's anything salvageable.
Well, if they are, I can help there, I think.
That is good news. I have my own ways of doing this. Frankly, everyone here at the campus is going to need assistance, and if you could try that, look into it as you can here, that would be probably the best bet. I know you're going to probably not like to hear the term that I am probably the main focus of what this demonic incursion is. I have been poking holes in Mother Sith's plan for a while now. So I will have assassins coming after me, but I have other contingencies set up for that.
God damn it.
What's that sense motive for?
It's him realizing something, don't worry about it.
Okay.
He just frowns very heavily. If you're having assassins coming after you, I prefer to stick with you then.
I can't have that because, frankly, I'm already pulling a large force away from the campus, and I can't let any of my father's old work or anyone here, get too mutilated.
So you wish for me to stay here and help protect your friends.
Yes, mostly because also we're going to be doing something more Valdeus keyed where we're going. Aaron looks at Alana.
Ah, yes, rip and tear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fine. I will do what I can here.
Thank you. What was your plan for the alchemist downstairs?
He pauses. Something that's probably unnecessary now.
What?
He just shakes it. Never mind.
No. I need to know just lay it down to me. I already have enough stress. I can handle a little bit more. I just need to know what's going on. And if that's going to be the least amount of stress for me, if I just know what's happening.
Roll me diplomacy, please. He just looks something stupid, unwise, and would probably kill me.
That. Oh. Okay. You sure that I mean, are you planning on being the alchemist hosts?
No. My plan was more mutual destruction.
That's a terrible plan. I can already do that.
I never said it was a good plan, and also said why it's no longer an option, or no longer something I need to worry about, because it's already something you've covered.
Why would you think that was an option to begin with?
Greater good?
What? No. Greater good means you keep going around so you can keep doing good shit for people and just solve problems. Just wait a little bit longer so people to figure out who can actually do it. Don't just blow yourself up. You have better things to be doing.
I've done plenty of good in my time in this world.
Clearly not. Your faith is going through a splinter effect, and clearly you know better than everyone else.
That's not my fault.
It's not my. We'll fix it.
If it was something I could fix, do you not think I'd be going and doing that?
What are you doing here then?
Running away from my problems, maybe, Aaron. Or I guess also to the source of them. I don't know.
Probably the source of them, and also probably to the best place where you can to start making change and doing the proper good.
Like Godfather, like Goddaughter.
Jaden,
we both look at you. You look at you shoot at
Silas
Judy. Look at
just-
Silas.
Silas is just sipping his tea, not even looking at them. He's just casually like watching the fire.
Meanwhile, Ash is just probably just like
Holding the tea that he went to go get.
no, like Ash is probably just like not popcorn, but like eating, some kind of finger food as if it
Peanuts.
were, yeah, something like that. Just like
So this
from a
can-
bowl of mixed nuts or something. They're just like, yeah, this is good drama.
Silas, can you roll me a perception check?
Yes. Perceived.
Can I roll a perception check?
Sure.
Not great there. Oh well.
What's going to be against his sleight of hand? And it's not great, I can tell you that much. Oh yes, flat 0. Never mind. Who just a fucking added me and also didn't add me? Anyway, Aaron notices JW flex some of her divine power, and although Silas doesn't notice it, if you have like shoelaces, a belt, or anything else that like relies on being tied together to stay, it just comes loose
Aaron
as
snorts
he
a bit.
undoes all trappings on your body.
Oh, you know that spell too?
You don't know that spell.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
I can prepare it tomorrow.
Can you?
Prove you wrong. Yes.
Go for it.
I mean, it is sort of like liberating command, but more just anything that's like tied to a person.
Anyways, look, dude. Frankly, I appreciate. God, man. I don't. Shit.
I don't know. This entire situation is a mess. First things first.
What's that? What's
I
first?
don't know. I was hoping you'd tell me.
Fuck, man. I don't. Oh, God damn it. Look, I got 2 plans. 3, technically. Ash, how fast do you think you can get a Psychopomp here?
Psychopomp.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, if we're talking about just a Nosoi, I could do that relatively easily.
You're gonna need something chunkier than that to actually carry the Alchemist Soul.
I'm going to call a Nosoi. They're going to make a bigger request.
Go make a call. Yeah, thank you. JW, how good are you at spouting random dogma?
I'll need to check. Yeah. I've, well, preached a few times in my life. Why?
Well, I need you to just sort of go on this random holy tirade to keep the Alchemist occupied while no soy gets you back.
I suppose I could do that.
And frankly, it's to be expected from a member of Kalash, so, make it work. Because frankly, I'm not cool with just eradicating the Alchemist Soul and turning him into a fancy pair of boots. That's a terrible plan, and I don't want to be that person.
You keep mentioning these boots, Aaron. What's with these boots?
Someone said it to me once, and well, frankly, it's on the mind, and mostly because it's horrifying.
Do you want new boots?
I don't walk very much, so no, I'm good.
And you could get like those boots that squeeze down your feet.
Oh, we can get Rusty some booties. That'd be nice.
Anyway, distract Alchemist while you what?
While we wait for the Nosoi to get back, and frankly, if that goes poorly, then I can sort of annihilate the Alchemist Soul. I'm not. You know what? No, fuck this. I'm not letting the Alchemist come back into this world.
Okay, you
I'm
seem
gonna.
to make up your mind very quickly there.
Well, yes, because frankly, I was originally doing this observation to actually help Kalash, but no. At this point, Kalash is just wrong. Clearly, the point of an adventurer is to help people, yes, but frankly, if I brought the Alchemist back, it would be a disaster for everybody involved.
Well, you've made your mind then.
No, I haven't. I'm more just saying things that make me sound important. And frankly,
Aaron.
oh god, it's so hard. I don't want to kill anyone.
And don't.
Ren,
Ren looks over. He basically fell asleep in the chair for a while.
yeah, okay. Sorry for waking you up, buddy. What's the point of being an adventurer? You're the one who reads the most adventure stories and has the most, inherent dream towards that aspirational goal. What's the point of an adventurer?
A lot of people would argue different things, but in my opinion, at least, and the reason I want to be an adventurer is because I want to leave the world I want to make the world a better place, make people's lives better through however I can.
Hello, lover.
And stopping things stopping evil things, stopping monsters, stopping people who abuse their power seemed like a pretty good way of doing that.
Okay, but then Ran and Alana, tell me, what's the difference between the alchemist and Dominic at this point? Both are incapacitated and both left relatively harmless. Should we not make our best efforts to save individuals?
I mean, I personally think that trying to save someone is best course of action.
Even if they're a
If we were-
child murdering fuckhead?
I mean, if you take Dominic as an example, if I didn't care about him as a person, he'd be dead right now. So, I mean, following that, I have to at least think about it. If there's no redeeming qualities to the person, yeah, sure, let's kill him. I don't care.
If I may interject,
Yeah, sure, Silas.
the difference between Dominic and the Alchemist right now is that Dominic, well, firstly, he was controlled in order to do all these horrible things so far, and secondly, he has shown the willingness and the drive to repent and fix the things that he broke. So far, everything we have seen from the Alchemist is that he is the same as he was before.
Go back to experimenting on kids
And I don't know if I have actually told you all this directly, but I have seen Leodric's memories of whenever he was an apprentice to the Alchemist.
Okay.
I have seen what he does directly. If he goes back to that, which at this point, I have no reason to believe otherwise.
He's at a big turning point. He's facing annihilation.
He is. But I still do not trust that he won't weasel his way out of this. That he won't do whatever he can or will to escape this, and then just go right back to what he was before.
Before, I mentioned to you, Aaron, that you could attempt to place him in some form of soul contract. But yes, of course, there's no telling if he might escape that one day, and then come for revenge. You'd also need someone who's capable of doing such a thing.
Well, we got one. Aaron looks over at Hippos.
Who are?
Yeah, as much as looks can be deceiving, I'll say. That little kobold there is really, really impressive.
He grins.
A glowing recommendation.
The goofy grin.
Best partner I've ever had.
Better than Rusty?
Rusty isn't really a partner per se.
Oh, it's okay, Rusty. I think
I'm just
you're
imagining Rusty just going, offense.
I like
derail you that hard.
I like the idea of Rusty forcibly dismounting.
Goes upstairs and sells.